So hello friend, welcome back to my channel again. Today I will be talking about the installation of Playwright. So first of all, we'll see what are the prerequisite to work with Playwright. So the first prerequisite is Node.js. As we are working on TypeScript, so Node.js library. I had told you now that in Playwright is supported on four library. First library was Node.js, which was supported for the language TypeScript and JavaScript. Okay, so that's why the Node.js is required to be installed into our machine. It acts like JavaScript runtime environment. So this should be installed. Okay, so installation for this, like on Linux, if you're working on Linux, you can install it using this command. And so sudo apt install node.js. So this will install the node.js into your machine on Linux OS. Okay, and then version we need to verify. To verify the version, we can type into the terminal node-v. It will give you the version of node.js. Let's check if we have node.js installed in our machine or not. Okay, so I'll open the new tab, node-v. So yeah, it's installed. Version 18.19.0 is installed in my machine. Okay, so yeah, you can install it in Linux, and to install onto the window, we have given the step. So the step is like, we'll navigate to the Node.js org. There you will find some LTS version. Okay, and you need to download that version. Once that file will be downloaded, you'll have to install that Node.js application, and to install you'll have to double click the .msi folder, and just like another any application installation process, here also you can click on next, accept license, and then your installation will be done. You'll have to add the path, okay, to ensure whether it's added or not. So the path will be added as environment variable. So that this you can do. So just make sure um, whether Node.js is installed into Windows or not. Okay, these were the installation stuff into window. So I have added it. Okay. Now the second prerequisite is Visual Studio. So Visual Studio Code is an IDE where we will be writing our code into this IDE. And we can write the text, we can write the code into any text editor, but using text editor won't be that much helpful because it because yeah, it won't be that much helpful. That's why Visual Studio will use Visual Studio. Okay, it will be helpful because as it's IDE, it will be helpful to work faster. It will be helpful to cooperate with the team member, because most of the time you will be working in with the automation team into the industry. So the industry will be working on some IDE, so you'll have to use IDE. Okay, so we'll use Visual Studio Code. ESLint, it's a static code analyzer and it makes the code readable. So it's an extension. We'll install this extension into Visual Studio to work with the you know Playwright. And then Playwright module is very important. Playwright module, to work with the Playwright, we need to install the Playwright. And this module will give you the all kind of feature available into the Playwright. Okay, so whatever available into the Playwright will uh, we will work with the Playwright module. So we require to install the Playwright also. Okay, And then fifth one is the Playwright Runner extension. This is not that much required. We can run the Playwright suite using the terminal command. But yeah, if you don't uh, use command all the time, so you can use some runner extension, and you can using that runner running of it means test execution will be easier. Okay, you can easily install that you can easily run your test. So that's why Playwright Runner extension is also important. Okay, now we'll set up the project. How we will set up the project? Let's start. Okay, so to set up the project, first what we need to do, we need to go to some location into your machine. Let's say create a folder, and folder, give any name to your folder. Like I will be giving a name, Playwright class. Okay, so this is the folder where I will be working on my project. Okay, so yeah, now Visual Studio is installed into my machine. I will open it. Okay, and then go to file, open folder, Playwright class. This is the class which I have created right now. I'll open it. Okay, so you'll see, just by opening a new folder you will see this kind of screen. Okay, so let's go through the video Visual Studio. So this is File Explorer. Here we'll see each and every file which are available into this project, that will be visible here. Okay, and this is extension area where we can install each and extension from where. Okay, this is testing area. This will be helpful for recording codes, when we will record our code, when we will use codes, and you will see here we have the option to record, new record, cursor, pick, locator. These options are available under the testing area. Okay, okay, good. Now we need to open the terminal. So from here we can open the terminal. Okay, now to install the Playwright, we'll have to use one command which will be helpful for install. So npm init and Playwright latest. This is the command using which we can install the Playwright. Okay, so we will use this terminal command, and you'll see that installation will be started. So it is asking for the language. So as I'm working on TypeScript, you can change the language using up arrow and down arrow. Okay, so select the language and hit enter. I'm working on TypeScript. I will be selecting the TypeScript and I will hit enter. Okay, where do you where you put your end-to-end test? It is asking for the test location. I'll give, okay, keep it under test. GitHub workflow, yeah, add it. Install Playwright browser, yes, install it. So under the Playwright browser, it will install all the browser engine which are supported by the Playwright, because I had told you now that it is supporting Chromium browser engine, and WebKit and Firefox browser engine are supported by this. So it will install the browser engine also. Okay, now you'll see that it has started working on the installation part. Okay, okay, so it has been installed now. So it is giving you some command. Okay, so what you'll do, it is saying that Playwright, to run the end-to-end test, you can use npx playwright test. Using this command, you will be running your all test. Okay, npx playwright test / UI. You will start the UI interactive mode. Okay, so like that, we have lots of things. Uh, lots of terminal command we have available into the Playwright. Okay, so npx playwright test hyphen hyphen project and equals Chromium. So here you can choose using project keyword. You can choose on which browser you will be running your code. So this will be helpful to choose the browser engine. Let's say if you want to work on WebKit, you will change the project from Chromium to work WebKit, and it will be running your code onto the WebKit. So you can specify on which browser you want to work. You can specify into the terminal command, and it will your test will be executed on that project only. Like that, we have everything. So we also have one more interesting keyword uh, in with the terminal command is dash dash debug. So dash dash debug will be used for debugging purpose. Okay, and to start the code gen npx playwright code gen, you can write the code gen. It will be start code gen will be started. So code gen, like, you can use this command to start the code then, and if you don't want to use this command, we have the option also available here also. You can click on start recording, like record new, and it will record start the playwright code then. Okay, so that will be helpful. Okay, so this was all about the uh, these things, installation of playwright. Okay, node.js is installed, and Visual Studio is installed. So we have installed the Playwright. We have installed the Playwright from this list. Okay, so Playwright got installed. Visual Studio were also only already installed on my machine. Now we need to check whether ESLint is installed onto my machine or not, and then we can start the coding. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go to extension, we'll search here ESLint. So here you will find it from the Microsoft. Okay, here you can see ESLint is already installed into my machine. So you can, if you have not installed, you'll have to install it. You'll find an install button here, which using which you can install it. Okay, so it's a very easy process. You can install it, and if you want the runner, you don't want any terminal command, just use the Playwright runner. Means install the Playwright runner, Playwright test runner. So you use it and you install it. So this is again available. Playwright test Playwright test runner. This is the test runner installed command. Yeah, this is the text extension using which you can run your test easily. Okay, I'll show you what option you will get using this terminal. Okay, so this extension should be installed into your machine. Okay, now you can see that after adding the installing the Playwright, some more file has been added into your Playwright class folder. Previously it was blank, empty. Now after adding, you have seen that some file has been added into your machine. The first file is node underscore module. All node module has been added to your folder, and then this is the test module. So under the test folder you will see one demo file which has been added into your uh, test directory, and this is demo file which is which shows you how you can write your test into the Playwright. Okay, so like that, like here, the first thing they have written import test and then expect from Playwright test. Okay, so Playwright from Playwright test Playwright, and then yeah, so these are the library. So here, from here they have imported test and expect at the rate Playwright test. From the Playwright test they have Yeah, from here, Playwright test, they have imported it. Okay, and once after importing, the test will be available. And and this test is important to write your test. If you want to write your test, you'll have to import it. If you want to verify anything, you want to add any assertion, you will have to import expect as well. Okay, so that is the use of test and expect. Test will add your test case, expect to verify anything in onto your page. So these are basic things using which you can also start your you can also write your test. Okay. Okay, so let's see how we can run it. Okay, sorry. So they had given npx playwright test. Okay, initially, what is happening when you'll go to the playwright.config.ts. This is a file available into the playwright where we'll do each kind of settings related to our project. Okay, from here, we can set the test directory. Currently, it is test folder. Okay, so this folder, it is saying my test directory is under this folder. Let's say you will modify your project as per your framework style, then you can update your test directory here. Okay, so this kind of setting you can do here. Here you can see that reporter is .html. So reporter also, if you want to add some new reporter, you can add it, update it here also. Okay. So here you can see that trash is on. Trash is something, when you will execute your test. Okay, you will see that your report will have the option with the name of trash that will show you each and every steps happened through your test execution, what happened from your start to end. It will show you screen by screen changes throughout your test. So this is very important feature. You can multiple options, there are multiple options available with the trash. Just click control and space and you will see these options. Means turn it off, turn it on all retries, on first retry, return on future failure, like that. We have multiple options available with the trash. Okay, so just keep it on and it will it will give you trash for all your test cases, whether it's pass, whether it's fail. Okay, now we also have one more option like screenshot. Now to work with the screenshot, let's say I want my test case to record all a screenshot. Okay, so here you don't need to write a specific code into playwright to record the screenshot for your test. You can just add one um, argument here in under the use that record my screenshot and control space turn it on. So yes, it has been on. Now your screenshot from your test will be added into your report. Like that, you can do this kind of setting into the playwright.config.ts. Here we have the setting option like project, on which project it will run. So when I will say project, the project will be the browser engine. It is asking for the browser engine, which browser engine you will be working. Okay, so by default you will see the available means enable project or browser engine are Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit. It will run your test on all the project. Okay, but if you don't, let's say your project is big and you don't want to spend that much time to do the same execution on all the browser, you just want your test to execute on Chromium only, then you can give the project on the terminal command itself, like I had told, and this will work here, like I had told here. Na? You give the project one, whatever project you want, you just give it. Or you can do what you can do, you can comment those project on which you are not working. Let's say I'm working on Chromium. What I will do, I will comment this, and my project will be running on Chromium only. Okay. For first time, I won't comment it, I will uncomment it, and my test will be executed on all kind of project. So these are basic settings we can do for the project. Okay. And here we also have one more thing which I would say show you here. Okay. Unlike POM, into our Selenium, we have POM.xml where we were adding all the dependencies into our machine, into our project. And here also we can add the dependency into tab dependency. Okay, so let's say all the uh, related dependency which you want to work, that will be added under dev dependency. Okay, I'll tell you when I'll add some more new dev dependency, I'll tell you about that also, that how we will be adding new dependency here. Okay, for that you'll have to go to npm, and from there also you can add the dependency. Okay, but just to show you that all the dependency will be added here only. Like Playwright we have installed, so that is the version of Playwright is 1.557.0, and then the type, the Node.js. Okay, so this is the type, at the rate type, and then the slash node, that is also installed on my machine. So version for that, this is also available. Okay, so all kind of dependency will be available here only. Okay. So this we have worked. Now let's execute their code, their demo code which Playwright have given to you. Okay, so it will be executing on all three browsers. So you can see that run, debug, inspect, this option is available into my machine. You might not see this option in your machine because this option will be coming from the extension which I have just installed. I had told you to install that Playwright test runner. That extension will give you this option to run each and every test from here itself. Okay, so we can also run our test using npx playwright test. Okay, start running test, running 6 tests using 4 worker. Okay, so you have seen that execution has been completed, but you have not seen any browser here. Okay, now using up arrow, you will get all the terminal command which you have used. Okay, now I will add one argument here, headed, and you will see browser has started. All three browser has started and it has completed its test. Okay, now I want to see the report. Okay, so npx playwright show report. So you can see that Chromium, it has checked hash title, Chromium get started link, hash title also checked on Firefox, get started link also checked on Firefox, hash title test also checked on WebKit, hash get started link also test on WebKit. So all three, it has executed same test on all the browser. Okay, now let's go to detail. Here you can see that all the steps which were performed. Okay, from which line it is also saying, showing you example.spec.ts, then line number 4 it was added, that navigate to, so it has navigated to. To have the title, it is added into the line number 7. So it has executed this line, okay, like that. So for each and every browser, you can use next and previous and next option, and it will show you report related to that. So this was about the report. I'll tell you about the report later when we will write our test, and I'll explain you. Okay. So let's go to here also again. So these were the test. Okay. So here you can see that they are navigating to the Playwright get started link. This is coming into your report. This title is coming into your report. Navigating to this URL page dot get by role. This kind of locate. They are identifying the locator using this kind of a special method. I'll tell you about these details and later session. Okay. So yeah, and expect this is for assertion. Okay, like they want the heading to be visible with the name of installation like that. Okay, they have added their text. We'll talk about this in later session into detail. When we will write our test, we will talk about this also. Okay. Till then, thanks for watching. This was about the installation. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.